Hmm. Hello, my love. How are you? I hope everybody's doing well. Hi, Casey. She's sick. What's wrong with her? Hi, Crystal. I'm doing great, Lori. I was supposed to do a channeling, a group healing, and a channeling today, but Emma was homesick, so I was not in the right space for that today. She has ulcerative colitis. Okay, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. My day was not bad. Emma woke up with an earache this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and so I tried to take care of her today. Um, so we didn't get to do the group healing and the channeling. Don't worry, you didn't miss it. It just wasn't in the cards for today. But speaking of cards, I have the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck here. We'll be doing some of these. Of course, we have tarot cards. Uh, these are going to be donation based readings. There's no set amount, okay? But you will get what energy you're giving forth, okay? So if you would like a more complicated reading than a card or cards, please make sure your donation reflects that. Energy for energy today. But yeah, it's it was just a unplugged from the matrix kind of a day. Just this is where I am today. This is what I'm doing. Yes, I hope she feels better too. She's been stuffy all week. And the allergens have been pretty gross here. So, and we had been sleeping with the windows open. So I finally just closed the windows and put the air conditioners back in because it was just really messed with her. Even though we were taking allergy medicine and stuff every day, she does have a lot of allergies. So I think it's just really congested in her head, even though we've been doing eucalyptus oil and um, it just backed up, Yeah, it's not fun at all. So hot compress on the ear, some eardrops that I had lying around, stuff like that. Welcome, Trisha. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to do all kinds of fun things tonight. So if you would like a reading, please make some type of donation. The group healing and channeled message is going to have to wait until she's feeling better. Yeah, it is. It's messing with everyone. I don't have $1,000, and that's about how much energy I need. Elspeth, you're ridiculous. Okay, you're so silly. Yeah, Ivy's got it too. Poor baby. Yeah, it's really just feast or famine around here. You're either running your face off or it's clogged up. It's one or the other. And her birthday's coming up, so I really do need to earn a living wage because I promised I would take her to the indoor water park and all of her friends. So I promised. Promised when we moved here. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, it's the weather has been really nice, but it's just I don't know what it is in the air. But I'm stuffy too. But I mean I feel fine other than that. But I know that it's affecting my sinuses as well. I hope everybody who is in or around in the path of the Hurricane Ian is well and safe. I hope nobody's lost any property or people in the path of this storm, and I hope that everything can get back to uh, what people require as normal in their lives as soon as possible. It's really a sad thing, when so much destruction happens because of a natural disaster like that. It's really terrible, but things have been pretty intense all over the world, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, how's everybody? Hi, Kathy. How's everybody? How was your day? Happy Friday. Hi, Donna. It's good to see you. My phone's being stupid. Um, it is. It's really sad. There's just so much destruction happening because of that one storm system. Oh, Kathy, look at you. Look at you. Good for you. That is awesome. I would be exhausted. I hope you sleep good tonight. I hope you do. Hi, Jen. Come on in, everybody. Share out if you're kind. I appreciate you. Where do you live, y'all? Do you have real bad allergies right now wherever you are? Because over here it's really kicking our butt. And look at my one piece of hair. What in the tarnation? What in the what in the tarnation? And my hair is coming out of my bun. Oh, whatever. I'll fix it. I tell you what. Okay. So anyway, tell me about your day. What did you do today? I I unplugged. I really did. I unplugged and I just let my day slip by and I tried to send healing because I could feel her ear pain this morning. I could feel it. And so I tried to do healing on her. So I really wasn't in the best condition. Elspeth said I had an exhausting but much needed outing today with her BFF of 56 years. Holy best friend status. Oh my God. That's a long time. Oh, Crystal, it's about time. My gosh. Is it completely uh is it all dark there or is it all dark there or is it that's not the right time of year, is it? Maybe it is. How's that work with Alaska? Is it is it that time of year where there's no sunshine? It's the first weekend that you've had off? Still some daylight. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was. I'm like, is it? Is it not? Is it? I don't know. Kathy's cutting back her flowers. That's a good idea. I feel like it's going to get cold soon, honestly. Like it just feels to me like it's been trying all of December. Okay, now I know. Holy cow, Elspeth, that's a long time. That is very impressive. Good Lord. Okay, so we have a list with Lori Wagner. Gotcha. And Crystal. Okay, my darlings, what can I do for you, Miss Lori? Down to the 30s next week. I tell you what, I feel it. I feel it in my body, even though it was really like, I think it was 90 degrees yesterday or some shit. It was a super beautiful day. It was a really warm night, but today, like I can feel, I've been waiting for it, like I can feel it coming. I just feel like next week's probably going to be the last shorts weather. I wore shorts today, even though it was chilly before it even got dark. I had shorts on today, and I just embracing it as much as I can. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Miss Lori? Lori Wagner. She needs help deciding. What do you need help deciding about? She says, anything you feel, my brother died recently unexpectedly, and I need to know what happened. Oh, okay. Well, I can try to find out what happened to your brother. What's your brother's first name, just to save time? We had 32 degrees and windy today. The snow will be here in the next few weeks. Girl, I'm telling you. Of course, for those of you who don't know, Crystal is in Alaska, but I'm telling you, I just like, oh, look, and here's this card with, look, that looks like snow, doesn't it? On these sunflowers. It's supposed to be rain, but it looks like snow. Greg. Okay. Greg. Lori, I'm feeling like I can't breathe. Okay. I feel like this pressure on my chest and I feel like I can't breathe. I don't really know how it happened, but I'm not sure if I feel like I can't breathe. Um, and my throat feels like it's tight. I don't know if this is some kind of allergic reaction. Barbara, how dare you? Um, but it feels like a tightness and pressure in my chest. So I'm not sure if it's like a heart related issue, like his heart stopped and then he couldn't breathe, or if it was just the lungs. But I'm just like I can't breathe. Um, he is telling me that it was unexpected for him as well. So I don't think that this is anything that he had an issue with or knew that he had an issue with before he passed. Okay. Right out of nowhere is what I'm hearing. Right out of nowhere. Is your mom and dad still living, Lori? Because he's mentioning mom and dad. He's also saying it's time for you to set things right. So I don't know what that is in reference to. Both are still living, okay? Because he was mentioning them. Tell mom and dad. I don't think he. I don't think he knew that he had anything going on with himself. If your mom is sick, okay. Yes. Tried to eat it. Oh, we'll put him in here. Put Jack in here. He did that the other day too.
Yeah, I told her that it wasn't okay, but it was okay when she did it. It's okay, but it's not okay.
It's not okay. I got him. He's in here. Shut the door. He's right there. I don't know why my dog is. Riley has been nipping at my cat. Just one of them, not both of them. Okay, Barbara, I'll put you on the list. You got it. Um, he's saying something about setting things right. I don't understand what this is. Um, and I was hearing that you needed to make a decision about something. Are you trying to figure out like how to take care of her? Like with your schedule and stuff, are you trying to take care of your mom, Lori? Thank you, Donna. It just feels like there's something that has to be decided. Hi, Sherry. And he's just telling me that it's time to set things right. I don't know what that means. His house and his affairs. Okay. So you're trying to get his things in order. Decisions have to be made, is what he told me at the very beginning. I don't know why he's making me feel like your mom has a husband. She's good. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what these decisions are that he's talking about. He's making me feel like he doesn't want his house to be sold. Like for some reason he feels like it should be kept for a sense of security. Okay, so like a backup plan or something. I don't know if he actually has if he owns a home or if he's just talking about some of his things being valuable, some kind of estate. I don't really know what he's referencing to. He's not telling me exactly, but he's just telling me for like a sense of security or having something like a nest egg or something. It just feels like holding on to something. He wants you to know that he's at peace. Okay, he had a small house. He said he doesn't want it to be sold, his estate. So I wasn't sure if he meant his things or a house. So thank you for clarifying that. And he said that he said you're beautiful for taking care of that for him. He wants you to know that. Okay, he thinks you're a beautiful person and a good sister for doing that for him. He's just very grateful. He's telling me that there was some things that were not, you know, I don't want to say above board, but uh, some things that were not. That's how do I want to say that on the level? Does that make sense? Lori, did he have some shady kind of I don't know. dealings with people or something, or was he like, did he absolutely? Okay, so it makes sense for you. I'm like, what does this mean? It's almost like, if he were a bookie or something. That's the kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. Like, not everything was, above board or whatever. That there was um, some, yeah, just shady business dealings. But he would like you to keep the house. He said it's something about a nest egg, a nest egg. Okay, a sense of security, a nest egg. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe he's got things hidden in the house. Maybe he's got money squirreled away somewhere, or you know what I mean? It's just that's the kind of like impression that I'm getting. Like maybe you'll find something in the house that would be valuable that you wouldn't find. Do you know what I mean? It feels like there's this um I don't know, mysterious, it's a mysterious thing. It just feels like some kind of nest egg. Tell her it's, yeah, okay. So anyways, just hold on to the house. Don't sell the house. Oh, I see. Okay, so he's reminding me of this dream that I had where I had a dream that I bought an old man's house, and I kept finding money everywhere, like in the clothes and the mattress, and just in the cans and the boxes and the cupboards and stuff. Like that's what he's reminding me of. So maybe there is something hidden. Maybe there's some kind of a secret stash somewhere in the house. I don't really know. That is the impression that I'm getting from him, though. Okay, so yes, he's at peace. He's fine. He's fine. And he's also talking about he's just wants you to know that you have a bright future ahead of you. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm being reminded of this sunflower again. The card is purification, so washing away uh, negativity, and allowing the light to shine. I don't know. It feels to me like there's something good that's going to come out of this. As a novice treasure hunter, that is cool. I know, right, man? You should have seen when I woke up from that dream, Barb. It was a couple of years ago, and I tell you what, I was thinking, oh, this is going to happen to me. It has to. This has got to happen to me. That's awesome. Crystal's like, oh, we had a friend that did that. That's crazy. That's great, though. Well, Lori, I hope that reading resonates with you, and I hope it gives you a little bit of comfort knowing that your brother is okay, and he's got a trick up his sleeve somehow, some way. That's awesome. Very neat. Okay, Sherry Lee, I'll put you on the list. Maybe it is. You know, I don't really know. Maybe there's just an old piece of jewelry or an old watch or something that's worth something. I don't know, but he kept making me say nest egg over and over again. Maybe he means the house itself. Maybe the property itself is valuable or will be valuable soon in the future. I'm not really sure. I think it's really cool though. Okay, next up we have Miss Crystal. Man, that would be so neat, wouldn't it, for you to buy a house that was like somebody passed away and then the bank sold it or whatever. Wouldn't that be cool? And then you go in and then you find like money hidden in books and stuff, and or you buy a house at auction and it's got stuff left in it, and wouldn't that be neat? That's how it was in my dream. Like I bought a house at auction and it had like a bunch of old food and canned goods and just like old clothes and boots and stuff in the closet. And every time I picked something up, it had a bunch of money in it. Wouldn't that be cool? I would leave a spirit message with whoever comes through. You got it. By proxy. What do you mean by proxy? I have an older man here for you, Crystal. By proxy. I don't understand. Why am I? Crystal, have you been? Yeah, they are. There's always money in those old books, right? Um, have you been feeling or sensing things around you lately? Because it just, I feel like your soul family has been trying to connect to you a little bit more lately. It almost feels like there's been, and it can be something as simple as glitches on your phone. Like for example, my phone, it does this thing all the time where it just opens the camera. And I'm not sure if maybe they're trying to tell me I should take more pictures because I don't really take pictures at all. I kind of just live in the moment. But my phone does that, and it's weird. And this older man, he's talking about a telephone, and then he's also talking about a helicopter ride. So, do you have an older gentleman that maybe was in the service, um, or had been, or had to ride in a helicopter at some point? It feels like it's for some kind of service. You have been sensing things. Hi, Pat. How are you? Your grandfather was in the military. Okay, because he's talking about like a helicopter, and I'm just, ah, that's crazy, Denise. Have you also just been hearing like random like noises and stuff, Crystal? Have you been hearing things around? Um, I would never be. I have nothing against helicopters as long as they know how to drive. If they know how to drive, I'll get in it or fly it or whatever. But not at work. You've been handing okay because I was just getting that message like random noises, and it just feels to me like they're trying to communicate with you. She's not freaked out by it, so we're going to move forward, is what he said. Okay. I guess they're going to be trying some other things. I think they just want you to know to be open to seeing spirit, or are you already seeing like things out of the corner of your eye that's not there, or like hearing maybe hearing somebody calling your name, and it's not anybody there, but there's these different ways that they try to kind of prepare you for you know connecting to spirit, hearing spirit, talking to spirit. It's really a step-by-step process, and they do that. They'll start giving you signs more often, things like that. That is too confined in a helicopter. I tell you what, I remember back when I was a teenager, I went on a helicopter ride at a fair, and I absolutely loved it. You've seen things that are not there from the corner of your eye. Okay. And so they're just there, these things are not really like freaking you out per se. So they're just going to continue the process of like opening you up to communication, seeing spirit, things of that nature. Now, of course, I hope you know by now, everybody, when you start this process of connecting to spirit, make sure that you try to always keep yourself in a good space and a positive space, because we don't want to attract any negativity, um, which of course can happen when we're not protecting our energy. And protecting your energy just means that you keep yourself in a good vibration. Okay, good energy. 10 different times. Nice. Well, I do feel like it's going to happen a few more times for you, okay? And then I'm also feeling like you're going to start hearing things too. So don't freak out about it. You know, it's just they're just checking to see what you're ready for. She can do it, he said. She can do it. She can do it. That sounds like it. And it just feels to me like your grandfather is going to be, he's probably going to be in charge of this opening process for you. And I think I think that's nice. I think he's a good old boy. He's a good guy. Finally took a day off. Has this honestly been like one of your only days off? Have you been working straight through? That's crazy, girl. That's You got to take a day off, especially if you're like a travel nurse. Is your grandmother with him in spirit? Because I've got only 4 days off since July 10th. Holy cow. Girl. Okay. Because I do have an older female popping in here too. And I just wasn't sure if this was his wife. I just wanted to ask you. Did she like to make jams? Oh my gosh, Barbara. I'm resting a lot this weekend. Good. You should. You shouldn't even be getting off the couch. Okay? Not even not even for a minute. Get get some, you know, get some easy microwave meals. Your mom made jams. Okay, because she's talking about making like jellies and jams and preserves and stuff like this. You do too? Is this something that you enjoy doing? Maybe she wants you to do that this weekend, something that'll just like help connect you with them. I understand that. Because she's saying it's not easy to get like fresh fruit. Do you not do things not grow there? I mean, obviously I know you said it was 32 degrees, but I mean it was warm, right? This It was warmer. It allowed they had to You have to have a warm season. There has to be. And who's the one that had problems with their neck? I do enjoy it. I was actually thinking about picking some cranberries and making jam. Nice. I think that's a great idea. Your grandmother is completely for it. Is your mom also passed? It just feels like a rite of passage type of thing. What I'm seeing here, it's like learning how to do this. It's like something that's passed down and passed down and passed down. I feel like it's one of those things like family recipes, that like, there's certain things that my mom made that I'll always think about when I think about her cooking and stuff. And it's just, I think it's one of those things with your family, things that they pass down. This would be good for you to connect back to your roots, to connect back to your family, especially now when they're trying to open you up. God, my nose is super itchy. Hi, Virginia. So you just having a weekend off, hun? I mean, I really just enjoy it, and make the jam. Well, there's about 2 months of warm season. Very little grows here, but there are wild blueberries and cranberries. Okay. Yes, mom has passed. There are several things mom made that my kids and nieces like to make. Wonderful. So it feels to me like things that have been passed down through your family. Um, does somebody have possession of? Oh, I know you're in the Arctic, but I wasn't sure if there was like if things could grow there, because she was telling me that it's hard to get fresh fruit or fresh produce, really. Um, what were you saying? They were showing me like an old military uniform, something like this. Like, does somebody have possession of your grandfather's military uniform? Like, is that still around? Because this is what they're showing me. They're showing me like an old fresh anything has to be flown in or brought up by barge. Wow. That's great. Oh no, my bracelet's breaking. Oh no, not my bracelet. Hi Brittany. How you doing, girlfriend? No. Okay, because he's showing me like an old vintage like military jacket or like bomber jacket, some kind of old jacket. And I don't know why. Okay, when I'm asking him, like, you're 30 miles north of the arc. Oh, shit, girl. Damn. I'm over here thinking Alaska, like, right above, like, right above Washington. Oh, she's just right here. No, she's all the way at the top. Oh, it could, you know what? It very well could be because he's talking about heritage, remembering the heritage is what he was talking about when he was talking about the bomber jacket. So I feel like this could be like the war stories or something. I don't really know. I don't I never really paid attention to stories about war while I was in school, sadly. I was not interested in that at all. But that's what he's talking about. So it just feels like he might have been one to actually tell a lot of stories about the war. Some men come back from war and they don't want to talk about it, but I feel like your granddad was one of the ones that like to talk about it. So, but anyways, that's what I'm getting from them. Make sure you make some blueberry or cranberry. That's cool. I have never had like cranberry gel. Like, I mean, I've had jellied cranberry, obviously for Thanksgiving, but I've never like made a jam out of it. Seems like it'd be really tart. He was definitely a storyteller. That's the impression that I'm getting. So, anyways, I hope those messages resonate with you. Enjoy your weekend. I'm so excited you finally get a whole weekend off. Dang. What's a girl got to do to get a weekend around here? Man. All right, Miss Barbara. It's your turn, Barbara. Tonight we are doing readings by donation, whatever you can afford. That's the kind of reading that you're going to get. So, high bush cranberry jelly. I don't know. Is that what it's called? Miss Barbara, we wait for another traveler to show. Oh, probably not a lot this time of year, huh? I mean, I'm sure the money's big, but I mean, geez, it's cold. It sounds good, right? Christmas cranberry jelly. That sounds delicious. Well, Ms. Terror Bear, I have been well. Thank you so much. I do have some stuffy sinuses right now, but it's just allergy season in South Dakota. I imagine it is hard to get people to go to Alaska. I imagine you're right. Oh, sorry, my back's itchy. Um, I don't. I don't see a lot of people wanting to do that. So, although I hear it's quite beautiful, but it's not for everyone. Excuse me, not for everyone, right? Barbara, Barbara. I hear. Just crazy old you. Yeah, you're the only one taking care of the whole place. I want to know if my mom senses anything about my dog. Let me see what she says, babe. Your dog's name is Tiana? I just heard Tiana. Is it Tiana? Is that your dog's name? She was a professional dog groomer. It is your dog's name. Okay. Well, I can't remember that shit, so I'm glad your mom told me. Has your dog been not wanting to get around as much here lately, Barb? Does it feel like your dog doesn't have as much energy, or she's not as like rambunctious as she used to be? Phaedra, these are readings by donation. So whatever you donate, you will get a reading according to that. Okay. It just was one of them like on the hind quarter. Okay. I don't know why, but she keeps making me have like muscle spasms like in my butt. That's why I knew where it was. Um, and I don't know if you've been seeing that, if your dog's been having like muscle spasms. It almost feels like she also has been very clingy. Oh, I'm sure she's traumatized having to go to the vet. She does that every night. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with your dog, Barbara. I just want to say that because I know you're worried about her. Sorry, my back is just so itchy for some reason. I don't think there's anything wrong with your dog. I am getting a little bit of inflammation though. It just feels like a little bit of inflammation in like the hind quarter area, and it's really hot to touch. And so that to me is just, she needs some kind of an anti-inflammatory, whatever anti-inflammatory you can give to a dog. I don't know. I'm not a veterinarian. Um, I don't I don't really know. I know you can give them something, but you would have to ask a vet about that. It just feels like, like a muscle spasm. Yeah, it just feels like a hot spot, like a muscle spasm. And so if you could give her some kind of like a doggy arthritis or something, some kind of anti-inflammatory. She has bad arthritis in her back. Okay, that's really what I'm feeling. Okay, and just like a muscle spasm here because there's some inflammation. Okay, Virginia, put you on the list. But I don't think that she's going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, so I don't see that. I don't see that happening. Oh, that's an interesting combination. A golden beagle. So don't worry about that, okay? Virginia, where did you? Oh, I see you. Cash App. Hi, Carla. How are you doing tonight? We're doing donation based readings. Whatever you want to donate is the kind of reading that you will get. Okay? I got you, Virginia. Because her nose works 150. Yeah, George's does too. George has to have some kind of beagle in him, but he's a Dotson. He's a Dotson and a Catahoula. And the Catahoula is like a herd dog, I think, or something like that. And man, that boy can sniff. Dude, it's only a couple people. I'm getting through them pretty quick, Laura. What's the average donation? The average donation is $20. But you're free to donate whatever you can afford. I'm so glad I could make you feel better. Yeah, I'm not picking anything up on her other than the arthritis. Okay, so if we could try to do some kind of, there's all kinds of supplements you can get for them that they can take daily. And I know for a fact that they help because I give them to Riley because Riley has bad arthritis in her knees and stuff. And so I give her some of those and no problem, Laura. That's okay. I give her some of those and she's good. Like she's running around like a baby again. So they really do help. So try to get some of those. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Give them to her like every day as a treat. Here, catch this. I saw a guy doing that one time on a TikTok video. The easiest way to get dogs to take medicine, you throw them a piece of chicken and then you throw them a pill and they'll just snatch it up and eat it. And I'm like, this is genius. Because my dogs like to catch food in the air too. So I'm like, next time I have to give her something, I'm going to try that. I'm just going to throw it to her and see if she catches it. Chicken, chicken, pill. It's a great idea. So, anyways, all right, Barb, thank you so much for joining tonight. Miss Sherry Lee. Miss Sherry Lee, how can I help you? Pat, I got you on the list. Miss Sherry Lee, how can I help you tonight? Man, George's nose. And he's crazy too because he's always like, anyone that comes through, you got it. George is like anytime I use essential oils, he always wants to like rub his body all over it, like some kind of perfume. Whoever comes through for Miss Sherry Lee. Sherry, is your father passed? Are both of your parents passed? I do have three different family members coming through for you. I have a male coming through and then two females. Your biological dad, yes. Okay, a male coming through and then two females, one younger than the other. Okay, so this is going to be like a grandmother. If it's not your mom, then it's like a grandmother and maybe like a sibling to your mom, a cousin to your mom, somebody about the same age as your mother when they pass, and then an older lady. And she's telling me she has a very stern face. Oh, oh my gosh, Carla. Aunt Pat and Grandma Lewis. Perfect. Your grandmother has a very stern face. Y'all, look at this blessing. Look, look. Feeling super blessed. Hurricane Ian pulled up our neighbor's super old tree, like old, pulled up all the roots and all, and it landed on top of the rental car, and literally it missed our house by a few inches. Wow, Carla, what a testament. Oh, I'm telling you, you're doing right in the world, first of all. You're living right. You're doing right by people. You're a good person when something like that happens, right? That's awesome. I mean, I feel bad for the rental company, but those cars are insured. But honestly, what? That's amazing. God is good. God is good. God is good. Awesome. That's wonderful. Okay, back to Sherry. Back to Sherry. Okay, Sherry, these ladies are telling me, now tell me if this is true or not, Sherry. These ladies are telling me that you've been eating some cookies lately. And I don't know if it's just that they're showing me oatmeal raisin cookies. Why are they showing me oatmeal raisin cookies, Sherry? Like grandma's oatmeal raisin cookies. Like the brand grandma's oatmeal raisin cookies? Or is this your actual grandmother's oatmeal raisin cookies? I know, Carla. How crazy is that? That's good for you. Just keep doing what you're doing, whatever you're doing, because you're doing right. Your dad bought you oatmeal cookies last week. Okay, because we're talking about the oatmeal raisin cookies. Are these the ones that have the frosting on them? Why are they showing me this? They're showing me oatmeal cookies that have like white frosting on them, like a glaze. I don't know why it's important, but maybe they're just trying to talk about cookies here. They're showing me cookies that have a glaze on them. Um, I'm sorry to hear that, Sharon. You don't know. I don't either. Why these cookies? They remind me of the ones that we would eat when we were kids that were not good. Like I didn't even think I liked oatmeal cookies when I was a kid because these cookies are, they didn't used to make soft cookies. You know what I mean? Gosh. And who's Sherry? Why are they showing me like testing blood sugar? Do you have to test your blood sugar, Lori? Yeah, right. They're not bad now, but when we're kids, nobody likes to eat dry old cookies. Who's testing their blood sugar? Have you been keeping an eye on it? Are you diabetic? Your aunt Pat and your grandma, were they diabetic? And did they like to eat cookies? I tell you, man, back in the day, they didn't care. Like, you know what? Screw this blood sugar. I'm going to eat these cookies. People just did not take care of themselves. They're like, oh, diabetic? I'm going to eat a 20-piece chicken nugget. Just, it doesn't matter. Aunt Pat, okay. because it's like I'm going to test my blood and then I'm going to eat these cookies. Then I'm going to test my blood again, and then I'm just going to take whatever medicine I have to take because I want to eat these cookies. It's like what she wanted came first, and then the health thing was like the second issue. We'll take care of that later. That's her. Okay. They're showing me you like wearing glasses, and they're showing me you just like looking like, am I really seeing this? Like, um have you been kind of I don't know if it's just your eyes being tired, but it feels like something's blurry here, and I'm not sure if it's because you're actually seeing something and it's kind of moving the energy in the air. But have things looked blurry for you, like blurry, kind of wiggly, moving? How do I explain that? mm, like, like in the old cartoons. No, I can't. I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I could compare it to is if you were like, if you were outside on a really hot day and you can see like the heat kind of rising up off the ground. That was pretty much every day in Texas, but um, it's kind of like that. Like the air, like the energy, kind of looks blurry and like it's moving around sometimes. Does that make sense? Yeah, like heat waves, Elspeth, just like that. It's kind of like seeing apparitions and things of that nature. So I'm feeling like, you know what you mean. You know what I mean? Okay, so like I'm getting the impression that somebody is trying to manifest in form. Somebody in your family is trying to like appear before you, and I don't think they're doing it. Oh, my PayPal link is in the description box, Paula. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. That's what it's showing me, though. It's like it feels like somebody's trying to appear for you. Have you been trying to connect with spirit? Like, have you been asking to see them? Because that's kind of what they're showing me. And it reminds me of Star Trek when they would like beam me up and beam me down, kind of thing like that. Like, that's kind of what I'm seeing here, like somebody trying to appear before you, like an apparition, but a form of a person. No, you haven't? Okay, well, this is what they're showing me. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do start seeing some kind of like, ugh, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'm going to try this way. Sherry, have you ever like gotten up too fast and you see like white spots doing like this crazy thing in your eyes? Has that ever happened to you? William, don't come in here with that. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing. Hold on, let me get rid of this fear mongering bullshit. That's kind of what I'm seeing, like something trying to appear, or some kind of like form in front of you. And it feels like you're going to be in your house, and it's a man's form. I felt off the last few days, like dizzy, but not. Okay, so that That makes sense to me because I like I've told people I don't know if I've said this publicly, but when I first started feeling spirit, I would get very dizzy, and it would just and I would just be like, whoa, like, and I would have to hold on to something because I would feel super dizzy, like I was gonna fall over. And I would just try to balance myself, take a few deep breaths, bring myself back to present. And that's the best way to deal with that because it's really just an influx of energy in your field. But I feel like this this apparition of a man, and it might even be your biological father. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure who it is. But so we can take that to mean that they're actually going to manifest for you in the physical plane, or perhaps they're going to try to communicate telepathically with you in the dream plane. I'm not sure. I just know that they very much want they're showing me that they want to communicate with you, that they're going to appear before you because that's what I'm seeing. It's like something just appearing before me. The way I had my interactions with light beings, they just kind of showed up out of nowhere. I didn't really know what was going on. So at least you're getting some kind of a warning. If you do have something like that happen, please let me know because I'm really curious what kind of message they're going to give you, what kind of epiphany you're going to get from it. Does he want to tell me something? He's showing me like pointing to you and then reaching out his hand to you. He might want you to go with him. Look, first of all, let me just put this out there. We're heading into the ascension. Okay, we're really getting to the precipice of this where people are going to start waking up in a rapid style. So if you do get, and I'm talking to anybody, if you do get some kind of visitation, go with them. Best thing that ever happened to me, honestly. Go with them. Don't be afraid. Okay, because they're it's not what people think. It's not alien abductions. You're going to get probed, this, that, and the other. They don't need to do that stuff. Go with them because it's for your soul's evolution. Sometimes they need to just do these like DNA upgrades on you and plug in memory chips that were not there before. Maybe they want to give you your memories. They can do that, just so you know. But anyways, that's what I have for you, Ms. Sherry. This is all about your soul family trying to communicate with you and making you aware that the dizziness that you're feeling is just it's part of that. Okay, it's part of them wanting to connect to you. So Virginia, it's very exciting. Don't be nervous. Okay, don't be nervous. It's very, very exciting, very eye-opening, whatever they decide. Virginia. And then Laura, I got you. Yes, ascension. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. It is. It's very exciting. How can I help you, Virginia? What can I do for you? Oh, my nose is so stuffy. Oh. Stuffy. How can I help you, Virginia? Anything that comes through, you got it. Let's see what we got for you. First of all, they're talking about healing light, and I'm seeing like this, it almost looks like an invisible umbrella over your head, and there's this like golden sparkles going all over you. So they want you to know that they are trying to bring you healing. So I would like for you tonight, when you go to sleep, Virginia, what I want you to do is lay down and get comfortable. Okay, Sharon, lay down and get comfortable and ask your spirit family to take you to the healing ships and give you healing to bring you to get healing. Okay, that's the first thing I'm getting for you. So when you lay down, you just in your mind, you lay down, relax, get nice and comfortable, and say, spirit family, can you please bring me to the healing ships tonight, because I would like some healing. Okay, because I'm seeing this, I'm seeing them, this like sprinkle of golden energy, these like golden light like pouring over you. Awesome. Now, let me see what else I need to tell you. And I'm getting a female. She's talking in my ear. Why are you talking in my ear? Like a secret. She's just whispering, like it's like she's whispering in my ear. A secret. Virginia, are you holding somebody's secret? Did somebody tell you a secret? No? There's a secret here. Hold on. Who is this? I'm getting somebody, it's almost like a little girl talking to me. So I don't know if this was when you were a little kid, or if a little kid whispered in your ear, but I'm seeing like a little girl wearing like a long kind of, it almost looks like an old-fashioned nightgown, because it's like floor length. You know how we used to wear when we're kids, like the the long nightgowns with the cuffed sleeve. You got chills? Okay. Um, I've got a secret, is what I just heard from her. She said, I'm coming back. Have there been any children that passed in your family? Any children? Has anyone had a miscarriage or lost a child, a stillborn, abortion? Your son. Your son lost a child, or your son passed away? Okay. Um, this child, this it's a little girl energy. Okay. There's a little girl, she's wearing a nightgown, and she's telling me, I'm coming back. Okay. Do you have other children? Or are there other people in your family who are of an age where they can have a child? Okay. So this is the connection that I'm making with this, with her telling me this secret. Okay. But I think this child is going to come in as a girl. Okay. Because I'm hearing Danielle, Danielle, Daniel, Danielle. So I feel like the soul, 6 children and 37 grandchildren. I feel like it'll be 38. Okay. And I'm covered in chills. And I just want you to know that I feel like your son is coming back into your family timeline. The next one is what I'm hearing. The next one. The next one will be the same soul energy of your son, Daniel. That's your secret to hold, Virginia. Okay, that's your secret to keep. Okay, your secret to keep. I'm so cold. How awesome. You get to be reunited with your son. I look, I'm freezing. Like everything is standing up on my body. Look at that. You're welcome. He's very excited. He's just like she jumping up and down, so excited. Um, and she's talking about balloons, uh, red balloons. Why red balloons? I feel like it's probably gonna be like her favorite color because she's showing me red balloons. Okay. And I'm not sure if that was his favorite color, uh, but she's showing me red balloons. So this will be her favorite color. And she's gonna have brown hair and it's pretty straight. And I'm seeing her as like 7 or 8 years old. Okay, I don't know how old your son was when he passed, but this is what I'm seeing here. She's coming to me as a young girl. And she's just so excited and she's showing me a puppy. She wants a puppy. Oh, he was a newborn. She's showing me that she wants a puppy, that she wants to be able to have a puppy. And it looks like I want to say that it looks like maybe a toy poodle, the way the hair is on this dog. Um, Maybe it's a doodle. I don't really know what hybrid dogs look like, but it just reminds me of my dog Izzy that I used to have that was a toy poodle. Okay, you've been trying to decide. Well, I'm seeing like a tan colored, wavy haired puppy. It's very fluffy. It's not like a Shih Tzu. It doesn't have straight hair. It's kind of like curly hair. It's wavy. That's why I was thinking maybe like a labradoodle or something. Yeah, like a labradoodle. Because she's holding it like you know how kids will just reach down and pick up a puppy, and so they're holding it belly out, and she's got it by the front legs, and it's just like dangling. This is what I'm seeing. This is how she's holding this puppy. It's a little. Is that a boy? It's a little boy puppy. So maybe this is the puppy that you're supposed to get. Have you looked around? Have you decided, what kind you want? Okay, Beth, I'll put you on the list. Have you thought about a labradoodle? They're hypoallergenic, just in case anyone's allergic. How fun. I love puppies. I don't like training them, but they're awesome. As a matter of fact, Ash had a friend over that had a little, oh my God, little pit bull puppy and the little puppy breath. Why is it so cute? Why is puppy breath so cute? You waiting for the right one to steal your heart? Well, Danielle knows what she wants. Danielle wants a tan labradoodle. Beth, where did you send your donation, hun? Okay, Karen, I got yours. I don't know where Beth's is, though. These are readings by donation, Andrea, whatever you can afford. That's what she That's what she wants. So PayPal. Okay, Beth, I didn't get it on PayPal. Did you do the confirmation screen? Laura, I have you on the list. You are it's Virginia, Pat, Laura, Sharon, and Karen. Susan Jocelyn? Yeah, I don't see it here, hun. Did you do the confirmation screen where you press send and then on the next page it says confirm or something like that? Reading. Okay, you double check. You double check and you let me know. Thank you, Elspeth. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Miss Virginia, that's what I have for you. I'm so excited. First of all, I'm so excited about babies because I freaking love babies so much. And baby puppies, I mean, they're better than baby kitties. I love baby kitties like nobody's business, but baby puppies are just the cutest. Their fat little feet and their little puppy breath. Ah, I just can't. Ah, gosh, so excited. Good for you. Baby number 38. Baby number 38. Baby puppies, yeah, they're just the best. I just love their little tiny little razor teeth and oh, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So wonderful. Okay, Pat. Pat Winfrey. Where are you, darling? My nose is super stuffy. Gosh. Pat Winfrey. Anyone, my mom or maybe my dad. A rough year. Just need him to give guidance, especially about finance. Oh, you got it, Pat. Let's see what we can get for you. Oops. There's my cards. Pat, I'm getting somebody who passed with a lung related issue. Is this going to be your mom or your dad? This could be anything from being a smoker for a long time to having something lung related, like some kind of illness, uh, or even COVID, or lung cancer, emphysema, COPD, something lung related. Pat, I have eucalyptus, Eleanor. It's just a mess. It's really dry here in South Dakota, so it's like dry on top of dry, and I don't want to give myself bloody noses. So I'm just letting it be. Uh, well, Deborah, the good news is that they are going to be increasing Social Security in January. They're coming out with the numbers this month. So people are getting like a 13% cost of living increase on Social Security. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. So you'll be getting a little bit more. So hopefully it'll make living a little bit easier for you. I know it's hard on Social Security. My mother is on it as well. And she, I don't think she worked all the years that you have to work in order to get like the maximum amount or whatever. But she just barely gets by too, and it's sad. Pat, your dad passed from pneumonia. Okay, thank you very much. So I do have your dad here for you then. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. He's like, oh, I was very sick before I died. I'm like, yeah, that's pneumonia. That'll do that to you. It'll make you not well. Obviously. Oh, sweetheart. Okay. Now he's making me feel like he's one of those kind of men that's like point that tells you to how to do things pointing with his finger. Okay? Money sent on PayPal. Okay. Okay, Beth. I'm checking again. There it is. Just popped up. I gotcha. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Like you go do that over there like that. It's like when you go over and do that. This is what he's showing. You're welcome, dear. Uh, Carla, if you look in the description box, there's 4 different ways to send a donation. There's PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. And he's coughing into like a handkerchief or a tissue. He's coughing up phlegm. Do you understand this? I am very phlegmy today as well, so I wasn't sure if it was just me. Okay, Donna, but he's coughing up phlegm. He's coughing. Was your dad older, Pat? Ooh, ooh, oh. What the hell was that? I don't know what that was, Pat. That scared me a little bit. Whew. That was, I just had an extremely intense pain just shoot up the center of my body. And I have no idea what that was. So if this makes sense to you for your mom or somebody else that's passed, can you please let me know? I don't, I have no, I can't even, I have no idea what that is. Why would you be scared? They're dead. Um, it was such a strange feeling. Like, I really don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm describing that correctly because it happened so suddenly. That was a very strange. It almost feels like it was not like electricity. No, it was nothing with the neck. This was, Pat, do you have somebody that died of like a massive heart attack or something? Donna, who are you talking to? It almost feels like I really don't even know how to describe it. I've never felt anything like that. I can honestly say that I have never felt anything like that. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like electricity shot up from like my belly button up to like the middle of my chest. Deborah Humphrey. Okay, Donna. I put her on the list. You got it. Anyways, I don't know who this is and I don't know what that is. Okay. Um, but it's just, I don't even know how to decide. I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that was. I've never felt that before with somebody who's passed. So I'm very curious as to see who that is. I'm getting the initial H. Okay, they're giving me the initial H. I don't know if this is for a man or a female, first or last name, but they're giving me the initial H, like Harriet, Harry, Harrison. It almost feels like the superior vena. What? Hold on. Where's Randy when you need her? That's exactly what I was going to say. Superior vena cava location. Yep, that's where it is. Goes right down. The inferior vena cava starts, the right and left common iliac veins come together in your belly button and goes up into the right atrium of your heart. Okay, so it's the inferior vena cava. Somebody had a heart attack, dear. Okay, somebody had a heart attack or some kind of a blood clot in this main artery. All right. So this is somebody that you know. It doesn't have to be your blood family. It can just be somebody that you know that had a major heart attack, because this is like the major artery, major vein, vena, vein. It's going to be the major vein that goes up into your heart. So I don't know who that is for you, but they want you to know that they're here. Okay. So if you can't remember who it is, that's fine. But I did also get an H initial, and it could have been, yes, it's your heart. Yes. So it's a heart attack, but it's a different kind than I've ever felt. That's why I'm thinking maybe it was some kind of like a blood clot, something. I don't know. It was just shot right up. So I have that for you. I don't know who that is for you, but that's somebody that I have coming through for you, as well as your father. Do you have an uncle who's also passed, Pat, on your mother or your father's side? Because I'm hearing something about an uncle as well. Family sticking together is what I heard. So she wants financial advice. Great uncle Hugh, that starts with H. Do you happen to know if he passed from a heart attack? Sometimes arteries just split or tear, but not like an aneurysm. I don't know, girl. I tell you what, it was painful. You don't know. Let's just assume, since the other information matches up Uncle Hugh and that pain, we'll just assume that he had a heart attack, okay? Or that he had some kind of heart condition. Now, as far as as far as financial advice goes, your father is telling you to bet on red. So, this is gambling to me. He's literally showing me gambling. What is that, like a roulette table where you bet on red or black? That's what I'm seeing, bet on red. So maybe your dad wants you to take a gamble. Maybe he wants you to take a risk. Okay. I feel like, what's it going to hurt? What's it going to hurt is what I'm hearing. I feel like things are in such disarray that what's, my goddamn fucking internet's no good again. What the hell? Is my picture coming through okay, guys? Where's my. Good night, Eleanor. Did I go somewhere? What the hell? I paused. Pat, have you ever gambled? He's your dad is making me feel like, why not take a risk? But he's also showing me writing things down in a book, like a ledger, like bookkeeping. Yeah, I saw on my end that, like, my connection was not good, and it's fine now. So, um, but he's showing me, like, writing things down in a book, keeping track of things. Okay, so I feel like your finances are kind of a mess. All right, because he said, what's it going to matter if you bet $5, $10 or something on a scratch ticket or gamble it or whatever? But he specifically said bet on red. So if you do decide to buy a scratch ticket, make sure it's one that has like a red background. That's what I'm taking from it. It could be something completely different. It could mean that he actually wants you to go to the roulette tables. I don't really know. Okay, I'm just telling you what I'm getting and how I'm interpreting it. Of course, he could mean it in a different way, but he's showing me writing things down in a book. Like, I really want you to start keeping track of things better, being more organized with your finances. Okay, because it feels like things are in such disarray. They need to be put into order. He said, you're never going to find the needle in the haystack if you don't start getting the hay organized. You got to start picking through it one piece at a time. And that's really the gist of what I'm getting from him, is you got to sit down and start putting things into order. Okay, start writing things down, start keeping track of things, get it organized so you know what's going in, what's going out, what you need to prioritize. She can do it. She's just feeling very overwhelmed, is what he said. And I understand that. He's also talking about asking for assistance, asking for financial assistance. Um, Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Like, as like state assistance or something. I don't know what he's talking about. If he's talking about like food assistance, but it's like getting assistance, like getting some kind of help, in your time of need. Okay. So I feel like that's really good advice. Okay, Pat. I hope you take it. And I hope you start budgeting your money a little bit better, because times are tough and things and inflation, we're in a recession. We got to be more careful with our money and keep better track of it. You and me both, sister. You and me both. But if you do decide to buy a scratch ticket, make sure it's one that has a lot of red on it. Okay? It could even have a roulette wheel on it, because I mentioned a roulette wheel a couple of times. So keep that in mind, please. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Miss Pat. I hope that helps you today. Miss Laura Doffling, my darling, how can I help you? He left us money and I had to retire early because of stress. Okay. Did you have a financial plan? Just because you have your money in your pocket today doesn't mean it's going to be there tomorrow. You have to have a plan. Maybe that's what he wants you to do. Maybe he wants you to sit down and figure out a plan for yourself. Miss Laura, anyone that comes from mostly my kids that I lost in a miscarriage. Yes, ma'am. Let me see what I can do for you, dear. Was one of these when you were around the age of 23, Laura? Okay, Carla. I understand that. On Cash App? Okay. I got you. I got you, Carla. And I'm going to give a little heart reply just so you know that I saw that. Okay? Yes. Okay. So I'm getting that immediately. $22 on the first one. Okay. Was this one right after the other, like one and then the next year and then the next year? Was there two or three? Because I'm feeling like there are three. It's okay, Carla. I understand. So what I'm getting from that, Laura, is it could be three total. Okay, that's what I wrote down. Okay. I see what I wrote right here. I wrote girl, boy, boy. You said you didn't know the sex of your babies. So the first one was a girl, and then the following two were both boys. And do you have one child that is living? Just got a fake love, a real message. I don't know what that means. One lost, then three born, then twins with one lost, and then the next lost. Okay, is this where the one child is coming in? Is that what they're talking about? It's probably the one of the twins, right? Because they're saying there's one there. And then for your twins, was that a boy? One twin made it. And was the twin that's living a boy? Okay. So then that makes sense from what I'm saying. The first one that you lost was a girl, and then you had 3 children that lived, and then twins that you lost, one was a boy, and the one that you lost was a boy as well. Um, so you have a living boy, and then a son that did not live, and then another son that did not live, and that's the order that I'm seeing here. Okay. Okay. Now this boy that is one of two. Does this boy have light colored eyes? They look very round and like um, I don't know how to describe it. Does your son have like a dark ring around his eye? Like mine does? You see how mine does this? How I've got a very dark ring around the iris of my eye? Does your son also have that? Elspeth, I'll be doing free card readings tomorrow afternoon for the weekly free readings. Thank you for sharing, Nikki. Because I'm seeing the dark ring around the outside of the eyes, and the eyes are lighter. His are lighter. Okay. They're telling me that his eyes are lighter. Okay. Because how do I say that and not sound stupid? So here's what they're showing me, Laura. Okay, because your son was one of two, and one lived and one did not. The one that did not is in spirit. And your son that is alive has a connection to the spiritual world still, because of the connection to the twin that passed. Okay, so your son is gifted. Your son knows things, and he knows them because he's got like a speaker. He's got a connection to the spirit world through his twin. Okay. So your son's always going to have like clairsentience in a way. Okay. That's what they're telling me. Yes, he does. Absolutely. And so he's always going to know things. So if he tells you something, believe him, because his brother is literally giving him information. All right. So that's awesome. I love that. He knows his twin was a boy. Well, he absolutely was. So I'm glad I could give you that validation. But he has this clair knowing. It's called clairsentience, clair knowing, or claircognizance. It's just something that he knows. He might not know that his brother is communicating with him, but it's like he hears his brother, and it sounds like him because they're twins. Um, but that's don't ever let him think he's crazy, okay? Because just he needs to know that his brother communicates with him. If he hasn't figured it out yet, tell him that. Do you ever feel like you're talking to yourself in your head? Do you ever feel like you're having a conversation with yourself? That's your brother talking to you. Okay? Let him know that. Let him know that he has a connection to his brother in spirit. That his brother still communicates with him, and he still has such a strong bond with him. Okay? He has such a big heart. Like your son is just such a beautiful soul. Yeah, he knows he's gifted. Well, I know he's gifted too, and I've never even met him, but I know he is, and I can tell by the energy that's coming through for him. Um, it's almost like, you ever seen in the Avengers movies or the Thor movies when they're talking about Handel or what's his name? The guy with the sight. It kind of reminded me like that. Is your son dark skinned? Your oldest daughter is also gifted? That's lovely. Is that guy's name? The guy that's in charge of the what's it called? The Biofrost or something like that? The Bifrost. Yeah. Handel? Hansel? 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 It's just reminding me of just this beautiful, like, he has like the sight, you know what I mean? Like he can see things, he knows things. I just feel like he's very wise. I want you to know that he's a very old soul, first of all, and that he really is. He is bringing so much information in with him when he came in and incarnated into this world, and he's wise beyond his years. And it's really he's reminding me a lot of my own daughter. Emma is, wise beyond her years sometimes, and it's amazing what the information that they bring in with them, beautiful little crystal crystal shards of light that they are. Did my children have a name they picked out for themselves, or would they like me to name them now that I know? Okay, so for the girl, I'm hearing Rose, Rosie, Rosalie, something like this with an R name, Rose, Rosalie, Rosalie, and Nathaniel. Rosalie, Nathaniel, and Gregory. Did you not have any names for them picked out? Rosalie? Hi, Debbie. Niggy says she heard Lily. My oldest daughter calls all of her dolls Rose. That's amazing. And do you have any connection with? You're fine, Nikki. Do you have any connection with Nathaniel and Gregory? Rosie, Rose? I did, but wanted to know if they wanted the names or not. Naming your children is totally your choice. They, of course, have preferences sometimes, and sometimes those preferences are because of lives that they've already lived where they enjoyed their names. But you can call them whatever you want. They're your babies. Oh, good night, Kathy. Sleep well. It's so good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do free readings tomorrow afternoon. I'm actually I'm actually going to I'm actually probably going to do it before noon. It's probably going to be like 11 or so because I have more energy during the day. Absolutely. You can stick with what you call them. That's fine. I just think it's interesting that I heard Rose And your daughter calls all of her dolls Rose. I think that's really neat. Rose, Rosalie, Rosie, something like this. Oh, okay. Sorry, my phone's going crazy. Okay, next up, Miss Sharon Irby. Well, now you do. Now you know. I'm glad I can help you with that information, Laura. I'll pop in if I'm awake. I'm off this weekend so I could sleep in. Girl, sleep in, Debbie. Do it. Absolutely. All right. Sharon wants to know anything I need to know, but would love to hear from my mom or brother in law, grandparents. I would love to know what my baby I lost was and how is with that baby if you have time. That's a lot of information, Sharon. Let me see what I can do for you. Slow down. You're welcome, Laura. Sharon wants to talk to her mom, brother in law, grandparents. Okay, let's see what we got. Sharon, who do you have that passed that had a lot of knee pain or knee problems? And did your mom use to tuck her hair behind her ear? Your grandfather. Okay. And who's the woman that would tuck her hair behind her ear? Yes, your mom. Okay. And did your mom kind of talk in a like a slow, relaxed kind of way, like I'm doing right now? Like, hey, Suge, how's it going? Are you having trouble? What do you mean you're having trouble sleeping? This kind of a thing, you know? Yes, okay. Um, I think your mom was really great with hugs. Okay, it's like when you so very soft. Yes, that's what I'm getting from her. Just very soft spoken and like, you know, when you want to be comforted by her, she's there with open arms. She's a very nurturing kind of energy coming through here from for you. And your grandfather, I don't know. It almost feels like he's got arthritis, um, and it almost feels like he had hurt his knee and then it just never fully recovered. Now, is he the one that had the lung problems as well? Okay. And did he also have the hearing problem, or is this your brother-in-law? Your grandfather? Okay. And who's the one that had like a either just a goatee or a little bit of a beard here? Nikki, I don't want you to come in and try to read my customers. Okay. If you want to do a live reading on your page, everyone is welcome to go see you. But it's a little rude. Your brother-in-law had the beard. Okay. Um, is he also wearing the cap all the time, Sharon? Because he's making me feel like I don't know what kind of work he does, but he has a baseball cap on. Maybe it's just his persona, but I feel like I always have a baseball cap on. Both of them did. Your brother-in-law and your grandfather. I hope they weren't sharing one cap. Okay, so we've got the family all here. We want to talk about the baby, the little girl. So are you talking about the little girl, Sharon, that you I don't I have to scroll all the way up to see what you asked about the child. Hold on a second. Love to know what my baby I lost was and how and who is with that baby if you have time. Okay, so your family is with the baby. The baby is a little girl. Okay, the little girl is what they're telling me. Nikki, I'm going to ask you to stop one more time. Nikki. Now, Sharon, did you have one little baby outfit for this baby? Like, you know how when you find out you're pregnant and then you run out and you get like a little onesie or like a little baby outfit, the like the first outfit. Does that make sense to you? Did you had you bought an outfit for your baby? Yes. Okay. And was it like a little onesie type thing or like a little pajama? Because I'm seeing, you know, how you have the little snaps. It's like the little snaps up and down it. Yes, it was. Okay. Well, Nikki, I appreciate you saying you're not a troll, but this is my business page. So technically, you are trolling. Okay. This isn't a group. I shared to groups, but I did not share to groups so that other people can come and read my customers that paid me for my gifts. If anyone wants to go to you to get information, that's up to them, but it's not for you to come onto my live and to interrupt my readings to put your 2 cents in. Okay? A little onesie. Hi, Liz. Those are the cutest. Aren't they just the cutest? Man, I love me some babies. Let me see what she wants to tell you. She's telling me your heart was in the right place. Do you understand that, Sharon? I feel like your heart really wanted this child. Even if you were scared. Was this when you were younger? Was this I'm just feeling like a really fast heartbeat. I'm feeling like a baby heartbeat here really fast. 2015. Well, you younger girl, that was 7 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Liz. It's hard to sleep when you have a lot going on. I totally understand. Um, really fast heartbeat. Did you have a health issue at the time? Because she's showing me something on the right side of your abdomen, like towards your liver. I'm just tired of people. I'm just tired of people. Whether they're coming on my lives after I'm done and trying to get people to go and do readings with them, or actually having the audacity to actually come on my live while I'm live and try to read people that have come to me for my spiritual assistance is just beyond the pale. I'm sorry. That's incredibly rude. I tried, Elspeth. I tried. I was You were having kidney problems. Okay, look, Els was like, Missy's super mellow tonight. She doesn't even know how lucky she is. I tried. I was trying to be nice. I just blocked her because rude. Oh, man. You was having kidney problems. Okay, she's making me feel like there was something going on here on the side of your abdomen, and she's making me feel like it wasn't the right baking conditions for a baby. Okay, it feels like it wasn't the right there wasn't the right combination for for the bread to rise. You know, you have to have a certain temperature, and just the conditions have to be right, and it just feels like everything wasn't right. And so I feel like, even though I'm trying, Debbie, I'm trying to be in a good. I got so many calming crystals on me right now. They really do help. I have this one in my pocket that I just recently got. It's beautiful. It's dendritic agate. I love it. It keeps me so chill, and it just makes me happy. And so I've just been keeping that in my pocket. Oh, and I have this other one. Hold on, it's in my bra, and I have this beauty. I have this gorgeous little, can't remember what it's called, but it's got four different, and I just tucked that puppy right in there. It's wonderful. I can feel you. I was trying. I was trying to be nice, but man, that's rude, right? Okay, Sharon. So it just feels to me like it wasn't the perfect combination of elements, there wasn't earth, wind, fire, and water here. There wasn't enough water. Okay, there really wasn't enough, and so it wasn't the right combination of elements, and this is why your baby didn't come in. And she said that it's perfectly okay. She said you don't have to blame yourself for that. Okay, we all have issues in the body. It's really hard for people to stay balanced and in good flow and in good health all the time, and we all go through these ups and downs where things are out of whack. Okay, so she said, don't blame yourself for that, even if it is like you were having kidney issues. Sometimes it's just an imbalance in the energy that causes these things to get out of whack. Does she know? Does my family know of the health problems I'm having? Am I going to be okay? Sharon, does this have something to do with your lungs? Liz, Liz is like, I've got wrists and wrists. I'm full. No. Okay, so who passed from the issue with the lungs? Was that your grandfather? Am I remembering correctly? I have a terrible memory. Um, okay, your grandfather is the one that's giving me the information. No. Okay, they're telling me it's going to be a struggle. Okay, it's going to be a struggle, but you have to keep a positive mindset, and they're talking about resetting. Okay, Vibe check. Resetting. It's times like this I wish that I was near all of you. I wish that when you had something going on, that you could just pay me for an afternoon and I could come and I could just fix you. I really wish I could do that, where I could just come and give you, a strong healing and a spiritual healing and a physical, mental, emotional healing. Just, here's my day. Here's $500, spend the day with you. And then let's fix you. Right. I wish that we were close to everybody, that we could do that. Um, but we're not, because Sharon, you're over by Houston, aren't you? That your kidneys are shutting down. Yes, over by Houston. Yeah. Well, it's going to be a struggle, honey. And I'm not going to lie to you about that. But that does not mean that we need to accept, and I said this last night, just because a doctor tells you something doesn't mean that you have to accept that as the truth. Okay? Just because a doctor tells you, you're going to die in 6 weeks doesn't mean you have to accept that as the truth. If you decide that it is not your time, then it doesn't have to be. You make your reality, whatever you accept into your reality is what will be in your reality. If you want to be healthy, you wake up every morning and tell yourself that you're healthy. I am healing my body as I speak. My cells are regenerating and removing any impurities in my kidneys. Every breath that I take is leading me into a healthier lifestyle, making changes for the better. Okay, Sharon? So it's up to you what you decide. It's going to be a struggle, but I do want you to try and keep that in mind, that your mind creates your reality. And faith can move mountains. And your belief system, what you believe in, is more powerful than anything. So if you believe it to be true, then it will be. Okay? What do you believe to be true? Do you believe that you are stronger than whatever is trying to take you out? Do you believe that you have a purpose in life that you haven't achieved yet and you're not ready to go anywhere? Do you believe that your life is worth saving and worth living? Do you believe that you are healthy? Do you believe that every pain that you feel in your body is showing you where you need to heal yourself? Do you believe that? Do you know that you can heal yourself? Do you know that? Do you know that you can visualize your cells regenerating? That you can visualize things being removed out of your body? Do you know that you have the power to be strong? Do you know that in your heart? Do you know that in your soul? It is just an obstacle to overcome. That's all it is. Well, then why are you asking other people what's going to happen to you? You don't need anybody's opinion other than your own. All right, my darling. That is what I have for you. Karen. All right, Karen. Let's see what we got for Karen. I want to know how they were with me. You're welcome, Sharon. Karen, these readings are based on donation. And with the donation you sent, I'm going to give you cards, okay? So, all right. You got the card of wisdom. No, you're okay, Sharon. You just needed a kick in the ass. And you know I'm always good for a swift kick in the ass. Swift kick in the ass. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, that's why people love me. I will shove my foot in your ass and make you do the work for yourself. Period. Okay, Karen, you have the card of wisdom. And so, with this card of wisdom, I'm going to be channeling a message for you from the divine. So, Karen, when I am connecting to the divine, I'm feeling like you are keeping things bottled up inside of you. I feel like there are different areas of your energetic body that you're having some trouble releasing things. Okay, so I'm looking at uh, my solar plexus. I'm looking at your crown chakra, and I feel like there's just this bottlenecking happening here. Like we're having some trouble with the heart chakra. We're having some trouble with the solar plexus. We're having some trouble with the crown. These things are all closed off. I feel like there's like I don't want to be hurt again. I don't think I could get through it if I were hurt one more time from somebody. My heart just can't take it. So I'm closed for business. I'm just going to be here with this wall of ice between my emotions and my mind. I'm not letting anything penetrate. It's not, nobody's going to get to me. Nobody's going to push my buttons. Nobody's going to hurt my feelings. Forget all of you. Like I'm not even going to be bothered, is what I'm hearing for you, Karen. Like I feel like you're so tired of of getting kicked when you're down. It feels like you're going through a difficult situation and then something else happens on top of that, and it's just things that can be avoided, but people are not taking care with you. It feels like people are just not, they're just not taking care with you. And the universe wants you to know that you are loved, that you are truly a beautiful person, and we are just so sorry that these difficult life lessons have come towards you to try and show you that, hey, it's not always perfect, but you are loved. We want you to know that you are loved, and although not everybody can see how much of a treasure you are as a person, does not make it any less than so, that you are a treasure. You are a beautiful soul, and we are so sorry that you have been hurt. We are so sorry that it feels like life has just been dragging you down. And I'm being reminded, of the footprints in the sand. The story of um, being forsaken. When God has forsaken, why have you forsaken me? And then God says, or Jesus, I don't remember how it goes, but Jesus says, when you only saw one track of footprints in the sand, that's when I was carrying you. My God, man. I was some kind of religious kid. Let me tell you what, because I used to have that on my bedroom wall. I used to have that framed on my, I just remembered that. I used to have that. That, when you feel like God is walking beside you through your life, and then that you feel abandoned because you only see one set of footprints during the difficult trials of your life. And God's like, well, during the hard times, I was carrying you. I was the one getting you through and keeping you, safe. So the universe wants you to know that you are loved, and that they are there carrying you through these difficult times. It might feel like you're alone, and it might feel like you've been abandoned, you know, or forsaken, but you haven't been. That you are loved and you are treasured and you are valued. Even though some people in your life might not have known, might not have seen that, but you are. Okay? Many blessings to you, Karen. I hope that helps you. Okay. Next, we have Miss Beth. So thirsty. Beth, Jocelyn. I've never grieved anyone that has passed. They said your heart is behind a wall. Feeling like I have a message for you. Let me see what I can get for you, Miss Beth. But let me see what you need to know. The interesting thing, Karen, about hiding yourself from pain is that you're hiding yourself from joy. So you never truly get to feel all that life has to offer you when you're hiding from it, you know? Okay, Beth, let me see what I have for you, okay? So, Beth, I am connecting with a female energy. I'm not sure if this is your mom or not, but she's telling me that it's time to get your head on straight. Do you understand this? I'm not sure if she's talking about just priorities, taking care of your priorities, making certain things a priority in your life. She wants you to know that she loves you very much, that you are her heart. She's saying this, she's my heart. That's my heart right there. Okay, this is your mom. She said, I just don't know what I would have done without her in my life. Is this something, does this make sense to you, Beth? Is this something that your mother used to tell you that? I don't know what my life would have been like without you. I just don't know what I would have done without you. And I feel like she's really been lost since I passed. I feel like she's been struggling, but you tell that girl it's time to get her head on straight. Just tell her. Oh, do you want to go in the closet then? Um, she wants you to know that she just cannot even imagine how her life would have been without you. Now, that's not to say, honey, that you had a perfect relationship. I'm not assuming in any way, shape, or form. But she does love you very much. And she's telling you that your life has been extremely different since she passed. Now, I don't know if she has the heart related issue or if you have another person who's passed with a heart related issue. I do have that kind of pushing in on me. Okay. So I don't know if this is your mom, if your mom passed from something heart related, if her heart stopped. Stop it, Jackson. Stop stabbing my chair. Meow. Your dad had the heart issue? Okay. I feel that. Do you know if your dad was actually on heart medication? Because I'm hearing something about heart medication, like this was a pre-existing issue before he passed. Like there was something going on. He was either having chest pains for a while before he passed or he was on some kind of medication for this. Elspeth, could you please tell Amanda what kind of readings I do? Stop it, Jackson. Stop it. Stop it. I spent $100 on that cat tree. Put your claws in that. That's like the platinum version. Go poke that. Go scratch it. Yes. Stop it. You're being a punk. Stop it. Sorry. Died from long heart issues. Okay. So this was like a pre-existing condition, like I thought. Thank you. Finally. Um, your mom just keeps talking about how much she loves you, Beth, and I feel like this might be because maybe you needed to hear it. Maybe you need to hear it. Maybe you didn't hear it when she was alive. Maybe she wasn't very vocal about her feelings. Maybe she didn't share her emotions, or maybe she just wasn't a very nurturing person. But she just keeps talking about how much she loves you, how much you were her heart, how she couldn't even imagine her life without you. She doesn't even want to imagine her life without you. And how different everything has been since she passed. 30 years your dad had a heart issue? What was laying on your head? I have two also, but I only have one in here right now, and don't you dare jump on my computer because I'm trying to work. Do you understand me? Good boy. Um, your dad keeps talking about being gone all the time. You were 19 when she died. I was told she didn't want more kids, and then I was born. Of course they talk back, Debbie. What kind of cats do you think I have? Regular cats? I have familiars. Jack is mine. My cat Lucky talks a lot. She's very chatty. So, Beth, what I'm hearing from your dad, it doesn't matter what you want. God gives you what you need. That's what he just told me, okay? And I don't know whatever you believe in, but I usually say the universe, but for some reason tonight I'm saying God. God gives you what you need. And so I feel like that resonates with people tonight. Um, do you understand about your dad being gone all the time? Did your dad work a lot? Amanda, please wait. Please, Amanda, please. Amanda, I have a couple more readings and I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more after that. Okay, because I am getting tired and I've already been on for 2.5 hours. Okay, so I don't know if I have it in me, love. I don't want you to send and then I'll have to send it back to you. Okay? Would you understand, Beth, if your dad was talking about having a very lonely childhood? Like it almost feels like you don't really connect with your siblings. Like you're just not close with them, or it just feels like you were lonely a lot. Does that make sense for you, Beth? As a child, you were lonely. Yes. Okay. I mean, I'm not talking about now. If you connect with one now, obviously our relationships change. Um, Amantha, Amantha, I asked you not. I asked you not to send that. I'm gonna send it back because I'm tired. Okay, let's get to the point of this. What does Beth need to know? So what they're telling me, what your mom and dad are both telling me, is that no matter how many times you have felt alone, that you're never alone. That they want you to know that they have been standing in your corner, is how they put it. Standing in your corner, supporting you every day of your life, whether you have felt them there or not, whether they've physically been there or not. That we have been there through thick and through thin, standing in your corner, cheering for you, supporting you. Okay? So know that you are never alone. All right, Beth? They think it's important that you know that. That's the message that they wanted to give you from their hearts. So I don't know if you've been struggling with that lately, if you've been struggling with feeling alone, if you've been struggling with feeling unsupported in your life or feeling very lonely um, and sad. But they want you to know that they're always with you. They're always in your corner. It's very sweet. Have you? That's wonderful. That's okay. Amantha, I'm going to send it back to you when the live is over, okay? I got to figure out how to do that. I have to send it to your Cash App because there's no refund button. So, unless you want to just add me on Facebook and I can do a mini reading for you over Messenger tomorrow. If you want to message the page or something, okay? Because I don't think I don't think I don't think I have enough in me. I don't think I do. So next we have Deborah Humphrey. You decide what you would like me to do, Amantha. Yes, absolutely. Take it as confirmation that it is. Absolutely. Hi, Deborah. What would you like me to do, Amantha? How can I help you, Deborah? It does. It does take a lot of energy. Don't forget, y'all, tomorrow at about 11 a.m. Mountain time, I will be doing free cards. I want to know about my son. No, my list is already closed for the night, Sherry. It's already closed. Okay. Okay, Amantha. I got you in there now, and I'll send it to you over Messenger. I'm gonna write your name down. Okay, Deborah wants to know. I'd like to know about my sons and my grandkids are up in the air. I'm sorry. Want to know about my sons and my grandkids are up in the air. Deborah, I don't understand your statement. Are you saying that your sons and your grandkids are past? Are you saying if your sons are going to have grandkids? Can you just check for, can you just write it a different way because I don't understand what that means? Okay, Debbie, have a great night. Can you just clarify your statement for me, Deborah? Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. My hair's sticking up all over the dang place. Boop, 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 boop. Deborah, are you typing? Okay. My son passed away in January, and my oldest son left them with his girlfriend. We're trying to get them back. Okay. So you want to know what's going to happen with your grandkids. Is that right? My son passed away in January, and my oldest son left them with his girlfriend. We're trying to get them back. So you have two sons. You have two sons, and your one son passed away, and your other son had his children, and he left them with his girlfriend. Okay. Doesn't seem like it would be very hard to get them back. Just legally. Feels like it would be very easy to get them back. Just putting that out there into the universe that you get your grandchildren back because you are grandparents, and in most states, grandparents have rights. Both your sons are passed. Okay. Are they his girlfriend's children? Are okay, that's the only way that I feel like there would be an issue. If they are her children, your son and is that like the baby mama? No, they're not her children. Okay. Then I'm going to stand by what I said. Legally, you should not have a problem getting them. Okay. Um, but I will ask them. Okay. Now I'm just feeling a lot of heavy emotions when I connect to your sons, Deborah. Was there some kind of a substance abuse here? Okay, but I'm asking because I feel like because I'm getting a lot of like heaviness in my lungs, regardless of the COVID. Was one of your sons a smoker? And the reason I'm asking about substance abuse because I'm feeling a lot of heavy emotions with them and heavy emotions, and I'm saying like yes, he was a smoker. Okay, I'm feeling like sadness and like possible depression here. Just feeling really down on myself, like feeling like I just feel like this person had like a negative, um, a lot of negative self talk and um, just not real happy with their situation. Both of your sons passed from COVID. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Destiny. I'm in the middle of a reading, dear. 3 weeks apart. Oh, I'm so sorry. I cannot even imagine. I cannot even imagine. My goodness. I just I just can't even wrap my head around that, Deborah. Honestly, I'm trying. I am trying to imagine that. I have two children that are older in their 20s, and I cannot in my life imagine losing them both so close together. That I am so sorry for your losses. That I don't even know how you did that. I don't even know how I You are a pillar of strength, Deborah, let me tell you. Truly. Truly. A pillar of strength, Deborah. I mean, honestly, I am in awe of you right now because I I really don't think most people could handle that. I understand that. And that could be why I'm feeling such heavy emotions with them. It could be, the sadness that they're feeling for you, the sadness that that they're experiencing watching you go through this, and it's just terrible. And I'm so sorry for your losses. That's just no. Jack, don't be opening that door, Jack. My fats are my my cats are facing off. One of my cats pushed the door open because she wants to come in, and the other cat wants to go out, but neither of them like each other. And nobody's moving. It's a standoff. Oh my gosh. Okay, Deborah, I know. I absolutely know. Oh, no, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. They are not. No. Of the emotions that I was feeling with your boys, not a speck of it was anger or resentment or anything like that. Please know that they are absolutely not upset. But I'm being assured, okay, without a shadow of a doubt, they are telling me without a shadow of a doubt that you will get the children back. Okay? That I guys, can't you just get along? Somebody move. Lucky, come in. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Okay, now you go out. Oh, hold on a second. Yes, I know. One of y'all had to move. Well, now you're here, so you can just lay down and relax. Okay. Then my cats had to switch places. Okay, Deborah, so you're going to get the children, and they want you to know that you are going to get the children. Please know that. Please know that they're very, very sorry about the timing of it all, the timing of it all. Um, how much they love you so much, and they are so sad to see that you're going through this. They honestly, a pillar of strength. I cannot express to you. I just cannot I just cannot even imagine how you're doing it. You really are such a strong soul. And I'm so grateful that you have a place in this world. And truly my heart goes out to you. It really, really does. I say it all the time. My heart goes out to people, but I honestly I can't even imagine what you're going. I cannot even my mind just won't even wrap around it. Okay. Truly, truly my heart goes out to you. It truly does. So please know, um, sending you lots of love. Okay? Lots of love. That's tough. Okay. Dang. Carla Richardson. Carla Richardson is going to be the last reading tonight. I'm out of water. God dang it. I'm so thirsty. Carla Richardson. Carla. Carla. There you go. Any insight on what spirit wants to tell you? Okay, let's see what we got for you, my love. Carla Richardson. Okay, so they're talking about you having a little bit of impatience. It's the very first thing that comes through is like waiting for something or being impatient about something because I keep tapping my fingers over and over again. They say you have a long list of things to keep you busy. I feel like this just means like you have a lot of responsibilities. All right, I hear you. So they're saying while you're waiting for something, you can be getting other things done. Instead of just sitting here and waiting and waiting and waiting, you can be scratching things off of your list. But instead we're just waiting. It's like waiting for the pot to boil. You can be getting the tea in the cup while you're waiting. Did you hurt your ankle, Carla? Do you have some kind of issue with your foot or your ankle? I think it's more about multitasking. The message that I'm getting about that, it's more about being able to multitask and not be so hyper focused on one thing, like not so obsessive about something, or just being able to spread your energy through different areas in your life without feeling like all of one thing has to be done, or I don't know. It's like folding clothes and then the phone rings. And so you're talking on the phone and folding clothes at the same time or whatever. You know what I mean? And it just feels like there's some impatience attached to this. Are you in the process right now of waiting for something, Carla? You too, Cindy. Good night. Motorcycle accident. Okay. I just keep wanting to tap my fingers like this, like I'm like just impatient, like a nervous gesture or like impatience. Are you fidgety? Do you have trouble sitting still? And who do you have that passed from a heart related issue? Possibly an older person that might have had a hearing issue. Michelle, I'm doing my last reading right now and I'm right in the middle of it. But I will be doing free cards tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. You have anxiety. Okay. So you're very fidgety. You're diagnosed with anxiety. Okay. You're welcome, Liz. Um, and do you have somebody who's passed from a heart related issue that has a hearing issue, a hearing problem, like an older person? Okay. Was it heart related? Was she injured there? I'm asking specifically if you have somebody that had a heart related issue and a hearing problem, because that's what I'm getting. Hi, Peggy Sue. Well, regardless of whoever it is, the message that I'm receiving from them is trying to get things done. Okay, so instead of sitting there and feeling anxious about what might happen, they're telling you to get up and do something, to get up and get something done while you're sitting there with that energy. Okay, you have a lot of family. Your Aunt Sheila has heart issues but hasn't passed. Okay, that's fine. Regardless of who's giving me the message, okay? So they're talking about when you are having anxiety, to get up and do something, okay? To get up and just change your focus. Change your focus to something else. Be able to multitask. So, you can say that you're sitting here having anxiety, but if you get up and distract yourself from that and get something else done, go for a walk, do some kind of chore, do laundry, wash dishes, go to the grocery store, go for a drive, go, whatever, take a shower, take a bath, do something. It will distract your, and like it'll change the focus of your energy. It'll change where your attention is going, and it'll help you get out of that anxiety. Okay, it's like replacing the thought pattern with something else. All right, that's really what they want to tell you. You wanted to know what spirit had to say. Hey, this is how you cope. This is how you deal with your anxiety. Okay, once you feel yourself having a panic, get up and do something. Move, get out of the energy. Okay, you've been getting stuck. Have a list of things, okay? Like have a mental list or even like a physical list of things that you can do instead of panic, okay? Because we can only control what we can control. So have a list of things that you can just, different tasks that you can do that you set aside just for when you're having a panic attack, okay? So I'm feeling anxiety, so I'm going to go walk the dog. Or I'm feeling anxiety, so I'm going to go take a nice, relaxing bath. Or I'm feeling panic about something. You've been getting aggravated about not getting done with everything. Well, and this is what I'm saying about having a long list of things. Sometimes it's okay to leave one thing and go attend to something else, especially when you're feeling a lot of frustration with it. It's okay to do that. All right? You don't have to let it get away from you. Okay? Like you can either like, oh, do the dusting. Dust your house. Everybody's allergic to dust these days, so it's good to keep the dust down. Or throw a load of clothes in the wash, or fold a load of clothes. You could always just keep some towels or something in a basket instead of folding them. You could do it just when you're having a panic attack, because it like redirects your brain, and it changes the focus, and it just rewires your brain. So instead of feeling panic attacks all the time, whenever that energy starts coming on, you're going to get into the habit of redirecting that energy yourself, and you're not going to have to remind yourself. So it's like short circuiting that. Okay. And I hope that helps you. I hope it does. You can always write a shopping list. You can do something simple like that. Like, okay, instead of panicking, what do I need to buy at the grocery store? What am I out of? And then it makes you think about something else. Okay. All right. I wish you the best of luck with that. The anxiety is no joke. I understand that. I have experienced it a couple times myself, and I'm so sorry you all feel that way. With that, we're going to say that is the end. The end tonight. Amantha's going to get a short mini reading over Messenger tomorrow. And I want to thank every single one of you. Thank you so much for coming on tonight and making your donations. I appreciate you. We're going to be doing, like I said, free card readings tomorrow. Free card readings tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, right about 11 a.m. You know I'm never right on time. It's going to be right about 11 a.m. tomorrow. I feel that very deeply in my soul. So thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed the readings tonight, except for that one girl that was rude as hell, but she got booted. Anyway, if you're interested in a private reading with me, I am available for private readings during the morning and afternoon. Otherwise, I do have the special for the Soul Scar healing session. It's 1 hour. It's $85 for the whole month of October. If you would like to have one of those healing sessions, by all means, contact me. We can set that up for you, okay?